This happened about a year ago, right after I graduated college. Like a lot of people, I was stuck in that awkward gap between finishing school and starting a full-time job. My parents were letting me stay rent-free, which was amazing, but I felt like I was just wasting away in my childhood bedroom. I needed something to do, anything, really, to feel useful. That's when my aunt called and asked if I could look after her house while she was on a long overseas trip. It was a massive, modern place out near the Delaware shore, tucked into a quiet neighborhood, and I figured it'd be a nice change of pace. So I said yes. The place was gorgeous, with these huge windows overlooking the dunes and a wraparound porch, but it felt oddly empty without my family there. Usually, there'd be kids running around, board games scattered everywhere, that kind of chaos. But alone, it felt wrong. The first night was fine. I did a quick walkthrough to check on leaks, made sure the fridge wasn't rotting, then crashed. In the master bedroom on the second floor, it was one of those perfect summer nights, the kind where the ocean breeze drifts in through the screens. I actually slept great. The second night was different. I'd just finished brushing my teeth and was climbing into bed when I heard a faint scraping sound from the third floor, the attic level. At first, I thought I'd imagined it, but then I heard it again. A slow, deliberate drag, like someone was pulling something heavy across the floor. My heart jumped, but I tried to stay calm. Maybe it was the house settling. Old beach houses make weird noises, right? That's what I told myself. But it didn't stop. A minute later, I heard footsteps above me. Clear, heavy steps, crossing from one side of the attic to the other. I froze in bed, straining to listen. They stopped directly above my head. That's when the smell hit me. It was this rank, rotting odor that reminded me of damp laundry mixed with spoiled food. It made me gag. I didn't sleep that night. In the morning, I worked up the nerve to go upstairs. The third floor was supposed to be an empty storage space, mostly unused. I crept up the narrow staircase, the smell growing stronger with each step. When I reached the landing, I pushed open the door and nearly passed out. The room was trashed. Boxes overturned, insulation ripped from the walls, broken glass everywhere, and in the far corner, half hidden behind a busted dresser, was a dirty sleeping bag and a pile of food wrappers. Someone had been living there. My stomach turned. I ran back downstairs and called the police. They searched the whole house, top to bottom, but found no one. According to them, whoever had been squatting there must have left before I went up to check. They took my statement, warned me to be careful, and left. I tried to act normal after that. I locked every door and window, kept the lights on, and even started sleeping with a baseball bat next to the bed. It worked for a couple of nights. Then, a few days later, I woke up to something cold brushing my face. I shot upright in bed and saw a figure standing at the foot of the mattress. It was a man, filthy, bald, in ragged clothes. His skin was pale and greasy. His eyes sunk deep into his skull. He didn't say a word. He just stared. I couldn't move. I couldn't even scream. He stood there for what felt like a year, then turned and walked silently out of the room. I heard the stairs creak as he climbed up to the third floor. My paralysis broke. I grabbed my phone, called 911, and told them someone was inside the house again. The police showed up in minutes. I let them in and pointed straight to the attic staircase. They went up there, weapons drawn, and I heard a scuffle. They dragged him down in cuffs. That same filthy man, he'd been hiding in the walls, literally inside the walls. There was a hole behind one of the dressers that led into the crawl space, and he'd been living there, listening to me move around the house. Coming out only at night, I still get chills thinking about it. When they questioned him, he wouldn't say a word. Not how he got in, not how long he'd been there, nothing. Just stared through them like they didn't exist. After that, I moved back home, and my aunt paid to have the entire place renovated, every inch sealed and secured. But I can't shake the feeling that if I hadn't woken up that night, I might never have woken up at all.